So this morning, we're not going to be dwell so much about the policies per se. We want to look at the fun side of things of being at home, and now the children are at home and they are on a protracted holiday of sorts. How does that make them feel? And what are they doing during this time that they're home? This morning, we're going to be talking about the fun side of COVID-19, especially where children are concerned. So I would want to introduce my guest. Maybe he can just tell us more of what he thinks is fun for children. Timothy.
Thank you very much, and thank you for welcoming us back here again. We know that children love fun, and child participation is a big thing for children. And we know, as I said last time, children learn every time. So right now, we just want to see what are the children doing? What are they, children who are below 12 years, maybe the ones who are a bit younger, what are they doing? What can they do? What can they show us? And that's why we really thought this morning, apart from just focusing on the hard issues of COVID, numbers, Isli, and moving, whatever else, how do you say,
yes.
We want to see, what are they doing? How are they occupying their time now that they're not in school? Are they learning things at home? Are there things they're learning from their parents? Are they showing off some of their skills? Are they also being able to just be able to tell us, this is what I can do as a child? And how are the parents and the guardians supporting them? So it will be very interesting. I'm also looking forward to seeing what they're doing.
Yeah. Yes. Now there you had it. Remember, we are live, and you can get us on Facebook at KBC Channel 1 TV as well as YouTube. This morning we're going to be talking about children and fun. What are they learning? What is their experience at home? Are they enjoying their stay? Last week we had a 5-year-old, and what she could say was just that COVID is a bad disease. And she ended it at there. But yet we had a 10-year-old who said the best thing that ever happened to her was COVID-19, because it has given her an opportunity to stay home with her family. And despite the father being the one who is forcing her to do her studies, the mother is teaching her how to bake, and she's totally enjoying the pastries that the mom is making. Is that the situation? Remember, you can also get us on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at Ray Manyara. Tell us if you are watching this broadcast with your child, as a parent, as a guardian, as a caretaker. What activities have you engaged the children while they're at home? What have you learned from them? Because I tend to think that every time is a learning opportunity. Whether you are an adult or a child, there's something you can learn. Learning is cyclic and every time. So get tweeting at Ray Manyara at KBC Channel 1 TV on Twitter, and we can sample that. You can also tell us where you're watching this broadcast from. So now, when you talk about children's talent, team, there's always, we've seen parents having a hard time in promoting or rather supporting issues of talent. Why do you think we find a resistance? For example, when we've hosted a couple of disc jockeys or rather DJs, their experience is that when they came out to their parents, having gone through education and everything else, when they came out to their parents and told them, I want to be a DJ, they're always met with a lot of resistance and saying that is not what I took you to school for. How then can parents help mold talents of their children?
I know that's a very big challenge we've had with many children, because parents are more traditional. They know you can either be a teacher, they know you can be a doctor, you can be a pilot, but this new other talent that has emerged, they don't see it as work. And it's taken a lot of time to try and convince the parents and tell them, look here, let the child do what they want to do. But some parents still insist that they want to do, actually some parents want their children to do what they fail to do. So they actually want to, if I fail to be a doctor, I want my child to be a doctor. But we are so happy because a number of young people have been forced to do some traditional professions like teaching, and later they actually come back and go to what they want to do. So that has made many parents realize that let the child, whatever talent they have, let it grow, and let me support the child as much as we can. There's still a lot of resistance, but a few parents who we've talked to, some who have been exposed to know what is happening, they're actually now allowing their children. But there are still others who still insist, I want my child to do a particular profession. I really don't want them to do these funny things like DJ. And yes, DJ is such a big profession. It is an area that has grown, including journalism. Journalism never used to be actually a profession. It was like a pastime. But it's now a very big profession that we are having in this country right now. And many people are turning out to really be great people, to be influencers of society, to change policies. So we are really encouraging many parents to follow the dream of their child, because every child is born with a talent. We just don't know what it is. We just need to nurture it. We don't have to kill it. We also have cases where some parents actually have been able to try to kill some of those talents, but they have not died. Personally, I've handled a number of young people who have come to my office when they have done project management, but their skill is in design. They want to design, they want to draw houses. We've had actually to discuss with their parents, and they have gone back to their profession, and they have really enjoyed it. Yeah.
So we need to support our children.
Exactly.
It might not be what you had
want.
envisioned for
Yes.
your child
Yeah.
in terms of a career, but that might be a talent. Now let's move to the education system. We shifted from the 844 system that was termed as very theoretical, no practical, to a new education system. What do you think, what opportunities are there to mold and bring up our children, especially in the path of talent and skills under the new curriculum?
I think the 844 system was not a bad system. Some of us, we were the last people in the old system as joining the new 844. When it started off, it was so nice. It was so practical. It was giving children opportunities. But as we progressed, somehow we again turned into exam-oriented. You remember when 844 started, they were examining children even how to make a stool, how to sew. You actually had to do it personally at child and even be given marks. Then midway, it was you can bring a stool to school. Then finally, it was drawing.
Part of the old school,
The
so
old
I
school,
remember
yeah,
making
then,
a soap dish,
exactly.
sewing, and actually we used to call it CT in high school, clothing and textile. For your examination, you
and I'm
make
sure
a whole outfit. Yes,
still make those skills.
It helps me get
But
by.
remember now, towards the end of it, it was a drawing.
Yes,
it was not even. They just show a drawing of a stool. So we somehow actually progressed again back into exam-oriented. And we are happy the CBC is again taking us back there, where you actually want to follow the talent of the child, you want to examine the child, what they do. It becomes a holistic education. You're a child, you're getting education whether you're at home or whether you're in school, they examine what you've been doing over the weekend. So it's a good system that will again take us back to being able to use our talents, being able to use our hands, and getting children to actually do what they can do seamlessly without being forced.
Now there's the issue and the question that parents most often find themselves in. At what age should I start teaching my child to be self-reliant? Doing the small issues, if it's tying their shoelaces, spreading their beds, helping with the washing of the utensils or cleaning the compound. So many things have changed, as you've said, also the upbringing has changed. And parents find themselves in a crux of sorts as to what time, or rather at what appropriate time should I start, teaching my child a few things.
The only irony is that there's no school where people go for parenting. We have schools even for making nails, but not parenting. So it is actually something which you work. You have to. You have to catch up. You have to keep on working on it as you go on. There is no definite time that I can say you can start teaching your child. But the best time will be the time they start leaving your home. And remember, they start leaving your home when they start going to school. 2-3 years. When now you remember from the time they are born, you are with them throughout. You can be seeing them throughout for 3 months. Then you start going to work. You are leaving them. But there's a time the children start leaving, and that's when they start going to school. They have been in the house all the day, but now they go out for half a day to nursery school or ECD. Next time they have gone to boarding. They continue. The children start leaving at age 3. And that is the best time to also start telling them what they need to do. They start most of you started living at age 3 when you started leaving house and going away. And finally, when you get a job, you leave completely.
So that's the best time.
Yeah.
Now, there's the issue of balance. And this has come to issue of loving your child and disciplining your child. That is another issue that parents are dealing with at this point. Right now, children are cooped up with their parents.
Exactly.
There's a lot of interaction, and it's no longer business as usual. Because true, the child is not going to school as he should, the parent is not going to work as he should, so they're there. How do we strike, or how does a parent strike a balance between loving the child, this tough love, we call it tough love, but it's not so easy. How do we strike a balance?
I want to say that loving the child is not an option. You just have to love your child, whichever way. And I know what you're talking about. Discipline is not bad. There's nothing wrong with discipline. I think what we from the civil society don't like is the whole issue of corporal punishment or violence against children.
Now, when you say corporal punishment, let me take you back. The issue, we have a quote in the Holy Book.
Yes.
Spare the
rod
and spoil
the child.
Yes, and this is how we were brought up, old school. You would not argue or debate or, when your mother says this, even you're not getting to your father, you do it. Right now, you find the issues of negotiation. The issue of corporal punishment, and that's what I'm talking about, discipline. Instilling discipline.
Actually, there's another worse quotation, apart from the one you've quoted from Proverbs. There's another one which says, if you don't punish your child, the child will die. So It's even worse.
Yes.
But that's all misinterpretation. Spare the rod and spoil the child simply means give the child direction. Because Moses didn't use the rod to beat people. He used it to give direction to the Israelites. But we misinterpret that to take it literally that you're using a rod. How many parents use a rod to beat their child? They only use a stick. They don't use a rod. A rod is a very big thing. But I totally agree with you that
it's a small version of
the rod. Yeah, but what did Moses use that rod for? He used it to give direction. He pointed
out the direction.
Yeah, and even to get water.
Yes.
To
hit the rock.
He never used it
water.
to hit the Israelites.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but all I'm saying is that a discipline is not bad. But when it is done beyond, then it now turns into violence. And you are teaching the child that when things get bad, the best thing to do is to inflict pain. So I know that many parents have struggled with that issue of discipline, but discipline is, you need to open up communication with the child. You grow with the child. Even if you are to punish a child, you actually explain to them why you are punishing them. And there are also many ways of disciplining a child. You can do what? You can withdraw some of the privileges, because there's always rewards and privileges. You can withdraw some of them. If they used to watch TV for 3 hours, maybe make it 1, or even don't allow them to watch it for a number of hours. It is still also discipline. We want discipline that can teach a child something, not discipline that will only inflict pain and make the child get used to pain. And we've had situations where some children who are especially teenagers, you can beat them until they get used to it.
Now that's another issue, because it's good. Parents don't find it so difficult disciplining, their children maybe to the age around 13 before they get into adolescence and move on. Yeah. But now when we're dealing with adolescents and teenagers and young adults, it's difficult. How do you discipline such? Because until they are 18.
Actually, let me tell you, I tell many parents we start late. Well, by the time the child is 13, 14 years, actually they don't need to be beaten, because that time their body is grown. You are beating, you are just, in fact, you can be fighting with them. At that time, all they need is coaching. They don't need to be beaten, even if you beat them, because they can reason now, they have intellect. You can tell them something, and because that's why they are learning in school. They are now in Form 1, Form 2. They are able to grasp things. They are not being beaten to grasp things. I don't know why parents think that if you beat an 18-year-old, they'll grasp anything. They won't. So at that time, actually, is an age where, because children grow through, there are many formative stages. There's the formative stage of up to around 8 years. Then there is the counseling age. Then there is the coaching age. At that time, it's just a matter of talking, and you have to agree to disagree and say, this one is right, this one is wrong. So that each of them now, you take responsibility. The parent, you take your responsibility as a parent, and the child takes up their responsibility as a child, because each of them have got their own role. As a child, you have your own role. As a parent, you have your own role as a duty bearer. And a child, as a rights holder, they also have their own role, which they need to fulfill. Then at that time, it becomes easy for you to discuss issues. At times, you can discuss until you don't agree. That's when you have to seek outside help. Maybe go to a counselor or a guidance and counseling person, or go even further to a psychologist, so that they can be able, because the child might be dealing with things which you don't know. Because at that time, they have left your home. They are not at home. They are going to school. At that time also, they are maybe in boarding school. You don't know what's happening in boarding school. Maybe they have gone to boarding school and gotten some behavior there which you don't know. When they come home, you are not communicating. So you need to deal with the source of why they're behaving like that, instead of just dealing with what has been exhibited by their behavior.
Now, when you're talking about dealing with children, there's the issue of arbitration between the children. Parents find it difficult, because if I reprimand the firstborn, there's the lastborn. How do I pick? How am I to balance? And this is something that parents struggle with.
Actually, the biggest struggle is if they're husband and wife, is where one parent disciplines, another one doesn't want
to discipline the
other. You can't defend the child, leave alone even among the siblings themselves. It's a very big challenge, and that's why we encourage all parents have to parent together. You parent together. You have to have one stand. If you agree that's a mistake, you, the husband, the wife, you have to agree that's a mistake. then the child will respect you. But if me, I say it's a mistake, and you say it's not a mistake, then the child starts realizing my father or my mom hates me, you know. And that's how you now also, you actually now boils up to your own quarrels as husband and wife, wherever you are again. So basically, that's a big thing. Then among siblings also, all children are different, and children need to be treated differently. You cannot use one child, a case of one child, to impose it on another child, because all children are talented differently. There are some who are practical, there are some who are just intellect, there are some who are extroverts, there are some who are introverts. So as a parent, you need to deal with that child as an individual. You don't try to do any comparisons, because when you do comparisons, again, as a parent, you are the one who is going to lose in the end, because the children will simply say, so-and-so is loved more than me.
Very well said. Our guest this morning, that is Timothy Ekesa, who is Executive Director of the Kenya Advancement of Children Rights. Just taking us through this conversation. This morning, we're focusing about talent, skills, and fun. What are the children doing while they've been on holiday? I know the parents have been up in arms trying to just find out how to make sense of what is happening. As you can see here, we have our children online, and they're ready to give us a feedback as they are there. You see, they're comfortable, no uniforms, no nothing. They're ready to just give us their feedback. Remember, we want to remind you that we are also live, so you can get on and participate in this program on our various social media handles, social media platforms, KBC Channel 1 TV on Facebook, as well as YouTube. We are streaming at www.kbc.co.ke, so do get online. Now, we start off with Wesley. Wesley, good morning. How are you? Wesley, good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Great. I can see you there. Just tell us how has been your morning? How has been your morning this morning? What have you done this morning?
Morning, I'm trying to grow.
You're trying? Pardon? Your sound is a bit distorted. What have you been up to this morning?
I woke and tried to grow.
Okay, fine. So that is great to know. We'd want to know how have you been keeping yourself busy while at home? What have you been doing like for fun?
Farming?
Farming.
Yes.
Okay, so what did you grow? What did you grow?
Maize, beans, pumpkin.
Uh-huh. And in the course of this farming, how did you learn how to go about it? Did you get assistance from your parents, or how did you get to start practicing farming?
I had assistance from my and my cousin.
Pardon? I didn't get that.
I had assistance from my father and my cousin.
Okay. That is very good. Are they next to you? Are they there with you right now?
No, my father is not here.
Okay,
And
fine.
your brother and sister?
And your siblings?
Siblings are here.
Okay, they can come onto the screen. Let them wave at us, then we can wave back.
Can you call them?
Yes. Oh, they're not within the room.
But have you drawn anything? Is there anything you can
Let's
show
see
us
we
what
can-
you've done?
what
Have
you've
you done
drawn?
anything that you can show us?
Yes.
What? Show us.
I drew a mouse.
Okay, can you show us on the screen? We see how beautiful the drawing is.
It's a lioness.
Where is it? Just show us.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see that. That is
Wow,
awesome.
that's a lion.
That's a lioness. That is very beautiful. And the
what
next
else?
one,
That one we can't see it. What is it?
it's not a bit clear. Could you hold it back a little bit? What is that? Wow, that is Mickey Mouse. That is very nice. It's one of the Disney characters that I still enjoy watching even as an adult right now. That is very nice. So what do you want?
What else do you have? Move it a bit behind so that we see it. We are not seeing it clearly. Move it back to yourself a bit. Again. No, it's not clear. We can't see it. Are you able to see?
Okay, fine. That's still that is still.
What is that?
Yes, there
Wesley?
it is.
It's Donald.
Pardon?
A what?
Donald.
Oh, okay. I see you also into cartoon characters there.
Okay.
That is something.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
when your talent here of drawing, I can see is quite mature for your age. Maybe you can tell us how old you are and drawing. How did you learn to draw?
The siblings have
My
come.
teachers in school.
Or you learned it in school?
I,
Oh,
I,
the siblings have come. Hi, maybe they can speak to us and tell us their names. Let's have your sister say hi. We can't see her.
Speak up.
Let
Let her come in the
close
picture.
to you.
Yeah,
to
come
the
close to
screen.
you. Just move a bit. Okay, there we can see her. Say your name.
My name is Lisa Lea.
Uh-huh. How old are you, Lisa?
I'm 8 years old.
Ah, wow, Lisa. 8 is a good age. What do you enjoy doing yourself? What do you do for fun while your brother is drawing? What do you enjoy doing?
I wake up the morning, I sweep the sitting room.
And after sweeping, you enjoy sweeping. I'm sure there's something else you enjoy other than just sweeping, Lisa. Other than sweeping, what do you like doing for fun? Okay, fine. Is there an activity, Wesley, that you do carry out with your sister Lisa there that you can share with us this morning?
I help her weaving.
Huh? What is that?
Oh, you also made a mat. That is
mat.
beautiful. That is beautiful. Actually, that is one of the recent models, or rather what we have in the market, and they're fetching a lot of money. Have you sold any? And how do you do it? I know you have to crochet. Maybe you can tell us how you make the mats.
If I can show you.
You can show us. No, we have time to see that. He said he has 2 siblings. We only saw one girl. Did he say another one?
Let's wait and see.
Yes, this question.
Good.
I can see your brother there, Lisa. I can see your other brother. Hey, how are you? We see you in orange. How are you? Tell us how old you are and your name, please.
My name is Christian Kisakawera.
Pardon? Try do that again. Come again.
Slowly.
Christian Kisakawera.
Christian, how old are you?
10.
Come,
10.
Come in the picture. We can see you.
So come into the screen so that we
come
can
on the
all
screen.
see
Yes,
you.
like that.
Christian, how old are you? You're 10?
10.
And what do you enjoy doing? We've had your brother Wesley enjoys drawing. Lisa sweeps and makes marks. Yourself, what do you enjoy doing for fun?
Farming.
Pardon?
Farming.
Tell me what you have grown in your kitchen garden. What do you have grown in your kitchen garden right now?
Maize.
You have maize?
Yes.
Wow, interesting.
Sugarcane.
Where are they calling
What
from?
else?
Where are they calling from?
Maybe you can tell us where you come from so that we can start picturing that
which
garden
school
back
they
at
go
home.
to?
Where are you? Where are you based?
Pardon.
Pardon?
Rongai said.
Oh, Rongai.
Oh, you're in Rongai. Yes. Yeah, there you can have a fun. There you can have a fun. Thank you very much, Wesley, and Wesley, Lisa, and Christian. They're saying that they enjoy a myriad of activities for fun at home. While one does the chores, that is Lisa. She also enjoys, who is 8 years old, she also enjoys making mats. There's Christian there who enjoys farming, and they have currently maize in their farm there, while Wesley has shown us beautiful pictures. Now let's let's meet our other guests this morning when we're talking about kids fun during COVID-19. They're home, they're cooped up, but they're taking time to enjoy what they like other than just being in school. We meet Ariana. Good morning, Ariana.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, what have you been doing for fun?
I have been riding my bike. I can't even show you.
Yeah, show me how you ride your bike.
Like that.
Are you going outside?
Yes. He's going to pick her bike.
Oh, wow, we can see that. That is a very beautiful, but I can see your siblings too. That is nice. When did you learn how to drive? Or rather, I'm saying drive because I'm thinking of it as a car. When did you learn how to cycle?
When I knew how to ride because my father taught me, and my father bought me a bike, and so I started riding it. Then I saw that I was doing it,
Ah,
and I was
okay.
at that time I was 3 to something years.
You are 3 to 4 years. How old are you now?
I'm 8.
Ah, you're 8 years old. Have you taught your brother how to cycle? I can see him running around behind you there. And kindly move away from
Move
the
away
screen
from
so
the
that we
screen.
can see you.
Move behind a bit. Move the camera a bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
good. Now we
Yeah.
can see you.
Yeah.
Have you taught your brother how to cycle too?
Can make
When
the
I
picture
teach them,
still.
they're always afraid.
Oh, he's afraid of cycling. Okay, I can
Yes.
see your hair is partly undone. Are you braiding yourself or is someone doing it for you about your hair?
This is how my mom did it yesterday.
Oh, wow, that's what your mom does. So other than riding, what do you do for fun?
Experiments too.
Experiment. What type of experiments? Now, this is interesting. Do you plan to be a scientist? Tell us about your experiments.
This is the experiment that I'm
Oh,
going
wow.
to do.
Explain to us. Take us through. I can see you have 2 glasses.
This spoon is
Uh-huh.
just small.
Uh-huh.
When I put it in the water,
Mm-hmm.
see,
Yeah, it magnifies.
Oh, I feel the whole glass.
I move it
Wow.
back, it's just the way it is. When I move it forward, it's not.
Oh.
Wow, interesting. And why do you think it appears magnified or bigger while put in a glass of water, Ariana?
Because the spoon.
Can you move the camera back so that we can see Ariana?
When you,
Kindly move
when
away,
you
move
hold
back.
it inside.
Ariana, kindly move back.
Whoever is holding the camera, can you move?
Yes, now
Yeah.
we can see you.
Yes,
Now
yeah.
much better.
Okay.
So tell us why you think it looks magnified.
Because the water is like, it's just like making, just like a magnified.
Oh,
So the water is just like a magnified, and a glass is just like a magnified too. So when you just do it, you have to appear as well.
very
And there's
interesting.
another one that is called upside down glass.
Wow. Okay, let's see that one. That water effect of magnifying effect of water. Let's see the other one. Wow. And the water doesn't follow. And the water doesn't fall off.
It doesn't pour out.
Oh. Wow. How did you learn to do that?
From the internet.
Oh, from the internet.
Internet.
Interesting. Issue of technology.
Okay.
Oh, so what else other than experiments, riding or rather cycling? Cycling. What else do you enjoy doing, Ariana?
Farming.
Pardon? I didn't
I
kindly.
do farming.
Farming.
Oh, farming.
Many farmers.
So you want to
Yes.
be do you want to be a farmer when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor.
A doctor.
Oh, you want to be a doctor. Interesting. Why a doctor? Why do you want to be a doctor, Ariana?
Because I just see the things that they are doing are fun.
Oh, because what they're doing is fun.
Yeah.
Wow,
And even
interesting.
it's helping other people.
And helping other people. That is very noble of you, Ariana. I hope you live to see your dream through. Thank you very much. That was very, very exciting. We had Ariana there, who is 8 years old, and she enjoys doing lots of experiments there. She wants to be a doctor. She enjoys cycling. Once in a while, she becomes the scientist there. You've seen her working on on the issue of water and so holding it up. Thank you. That is Ariana, who is 8 years old. We want to remind you that we are live. You can get on board. Tell us where you're watching us from. Give us your feedback. Now, we're joined by another guest this morning. Now, events. Ethan. Good morning. How are you, Ethan?
I'm fine.
Great to see you. So tell me, what have you been, your friends here have told us they enjoy cycling, others enjoy farming. Are you a farmer too? Or what do you enjoy doing for fun?
I enjoy doing artwork, just going outside and crafting stuff.
Sir. You enjoy doing some artwork. Tell us, where are you? Where are you based?
Huh?
Where are you calling from?
Where are you
Where are
calling
you
from?
now?
Where are you now?
Oh, where am I now?
Yes.
I'm in Westlands.
Oh, you're in
Westlands.
Westlands. That is in Nairobi County,
Ethan.
Westlands. We had a Kajiado County there from Ongatarongai. So tell us, other than just, do you have some of your artwork there we see? Just show us, we see what you've been doing. Do you have some of your
Yeah.
artwork? Wow, interesting. Move it away from the screen, just a little bit far away from the screen.
Yes.
Beautiful. Is that a painting? What is that? Explain to us, what is that?
It's a painting.
Ah, wow, it's a painting. Very beautiful. Very
that's
beautiful.
nice.
So tell us, Ethan, how old are you?
9 years old.
Oh, you're
9 years.
You're 9 years old. That's a very nice. That's a very nice painting that you have there. What is your inspiration? How did you get to? How did you find yourself painting?
It's my teacher in school.
Mm-hmm.
I was inspired in the art class, so I joined the art class. So my teacher taught me how to
Where does he go to school?
smudge technique, paint. Yeah.
Face
So
the
you
camera.
learned from
Face
school?
the
So
camera.
you-
Just face the camera. Talk as you look at the camera, Ethan, so that we can see you.
So you learned it from school, Ethan, there, and art class. Maybe you can tell us as we wait for Rukia. Rukia, remain on standby. Now, Ethan, tell us, which school do you attend?
Parklands Baptist.
Parklands Baptist. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Now we cross over to Rukia. Good morning, Rukia. How are you? Tell us where you're based at. Rukia, good morning. How are you, Rukia?
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Oh, tell us, where are you right now?
Actually, Rukia is my mother's name.
Oh, pardon? What? Oh, that is your mother's
Rukia is
name.
my-
So what is your
What's
name?
your name? Yeah.
What is your name?
Asmahan Nasir.
Pardon?
Mahan?
Repeat that.
Asmahan Nasir.
Okay.
Nazir.
Nasir. Okay, fine. I love, you have very beautiful hair. Just tell me, what do you do? What do you do for fun?
I love cooking.
Hey, cooking.
You love cooking. So have you cooked something this morning? Have you prepared something this morning?
Yeah, in the evening we cook, me and my mother.
Ah, you cook with your mom in the evening. So where are you? Where are you based right now? Where's your home?
I'm in Nakuru County.
Ah, you're in Nakuru County. Wow, awesome. So other than cooking, what is your favorite meal? What is your favorite meal?
Cutlets.
Pardon?
Egg cutlets.
Oh, cutlesi.
Egg cutlets.
Wow, nice. That is very interesting. So other than cooking, do you have any other things that you do for fun while you're at home?
Yes, I play with my little brother and sister, and we watch television a lot.
So you watch, you enjoy spending time with your siblings. Are they there? Can they come to the screen and just wave at us and say good morning? If they're there, they can come and say hi.
Are your brothers and sisters there?
Are they there? Tell them to just
Tell
come
them to
say
come.
hi. Wow, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Good morning. What is your name?
I can't talk.
Okay, fine.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much, Nasir. There, that is, we're live from Nakuru County. Now we're crossing over to Roy. Roy, good morning. How are you?
Aziz. I think it's Aziz. Roy is the father.
Can you hear me? Good morning.
It's not Roy.
Okay, fine. Tell us. So, who be Roy? Oh, yeah,
Roy
I
is
can
my
see
dad.
you outside.
Roy is my dad.
Okay, fine. And your name? Pleasure to meet your dad. What's your name, sir?
Your name is?
What?
Azizi.
Aziz.
Aziz. How are you?
Yes.
Ah, and I can see your siblings. Maybe they can also eat.
Making
Your
faces at
sister,
you.
your sister is making faces there.
And this one are not actually our friends. They're my friends.
Wow,
Ah.
they're friends. So tell us, where are you? Mkwabi?
Yes.
Nyumbani ni wapi?
We are in Kikuyu.
Ah,
Oh,
Kikuyu.
you're in Kikuyu. The weather doesn't look so bad. So what are you guys up to?
US. The weather is okay.
Mnafanya nini? What are you doing outside? Na naona hamna mask.
We are outside.
You're outside. What are you guys doing?
We are from playing.
Oh, you're from playing. So what do you enjoy? I can see you have your friends there. So what type of games do you play while you're home? Kati,
Yeah, we are playing Kati right now.
Huh?
And also riding bike.
Oh, you're also riding bike. So while you're home, other than just playing, what have you learned during this time that you've been home? What skill have you learned, or what have you learned while you've been home?
Wash your hands and talk to your
Us at home we also learn. And also, hello.
Yeah,
And also,
hi, I can
it's
hear
good
you.
to wash your hands.
Whoever is holding the camera is too high. Can you lower it
And
a
that
bit
is
low
cool.
so that we can see Aziz properly? Camera is too high.
Okay, Aziz, so what have you learned while you're home? You've said you've been taking up online classes. That is much better. So what else, other than just doing your studies online, what else have you learned?
And also, we've learned how to play a few.
Pardon, you've learned how to? Well, that is Aziz and his friends there who are in Kikuyu. They're enjoying just playing outside. That is what children are doing for fun. So
not
this
keeping
morning we're
distance.
talking about, we are talking about children and the fun things that they're doing back at home. So we take a short break. When we return, we still come back. We're just finding out from children what they have learned during this day that have been at home and what they're doing for fun. We'll be right back.
Next on Corner.
KICD, every stage from ECD. KICD.
Stick with me and I will make you rich and famous.
Kwa nini nilifanya hivi? Ni baya, ni hata watu watanichukia wote.
The Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, nurturing every learner's potential.
The Juakari operators and others, our saloonists, our mamboga, our barbers, our economy to a large extent depends on you. We cannot allow Kenyans to die because of non-distancing in any sector. So those of you who are carrying out the hair-cutting business, in barbershops, in saloons, I am appealing to you today. Ensure that social distancing, fumigation of your working places, masks are used at all times. Just assume that everybody is positive and now deal with that situation. Participation of our citizens in the fight against the disease would be our key success factor.
Na nikuulize, kwani mtu akiwa alivyo apeagu pesa?
Nataka uendanishe na Chris, umzindikishe. Wacha nibaki hapa nikiongea na Kamau.
Wafauru hata ikuwa hata koda kibarua sitaonana.
Hebu jaribu, keti hapo. Kai Kamau, niki.
Habari Chris, umeingiaje hapa ndani? Unajua mtu hawezi sema huwa mnatumia 300 kwa siku 4.
Ni kama tu mtu hawezi sema unalipiaga nyumba na bibi yako.
This weekend on KBC Channel 1.
Nilikununulia. Nilikununulia saa very expensive watch iko wapi? Unaona? Hawa ndio wengine. Ndio wengine hawa wanapita wakiniharibia jina langu.
Mambo kama hayo sasa kuongea nyumbani. Sasa mambo sasa kuongea nyumbani.
Si nyamaza, huwezi kunyamaza wewe.
Wewe. Ushaoa.
Niwe nani? Mimi nimekuwa nangoja kumuhariri.
Umuoe nani? Umuoe nani? Ushatoka huko Ulaya umekosa watu wako waje kunitafuta mimi huku kijijini.
Mama. Mama. Mama.
Good morning, you're watching KBC Channel 1 and this is Good Morning Kenya. This morning we're doing it as we'll always be doing it every Thursday, just to want to hear from the vulnerable in society, and not so because they do not have a lot of power. Actually, most decisions that are made by their parents, even by the government, is to secure their future, and these are the children. Today we are asking them what they're doing for fun. Well, they've been away from school for a while now, and it's going to be a long journey given what is happening with the current COVID situation, not just locally but also globally. This morning it's all about fun, their skills, their talent, and what they generally do with their siblings, their parents, and even their fellow kids in the estate. So we're joined by Natalie, or Natalia. Yes. So good morning, Natalie. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I like your Marvin. Looks very colorful. Pink, right?
It's red.
Yeah, red. Very beautiful. So tell me, what do you do for fun? What are you doing for fun?
I bake. I play a game called Roblox. I bake and I play games on the internet.
Ah, you bake and play games on the internet. Roadblock there. Ah.
Yeah.
So when was the last?
Roblox.
What did you bake? What did you bake? A cake? Some dough? What did you bake?
I was planning to share a vanilla cupcakes recipe here.
Wow, you can share. Then maybe we can try and emulate you at home. Let's go. A vanilla cupcake recipe.
Yeah, they are eggless.
Oh, eggless. Nice for those with allergies. Okay, let's go.
1 flour, all-purpose, 1 cup.
Flour, 1 cup.
And then a teaspoon of baking powder.
Teaspoon of baking powder.
Yeah, and then a half teaspoon of baking soda.
Half teaspoon of baking powder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a half teaspoon of sugar.
Half teaspoon of sugar. Awesome.
And then you mix. You mix them all together.
Then
you add a 1/4 cup of oil.
1/4 cup of oil.
And then a half cup of yogurt.
Half cup of yogurt. Why yogurt? What is the yogurt for?
It's just like milk or maziwa mala.
Or maziwa mala. That is good. Then how long does it make for me?
And then you mix them. And then a half cup of water. You add gradually.
Oh, I add water gradually, yeah?
Yeah, and then half tablespoon of vanilla essence.
Half tablespoon of vanilla essence. Ah, awesome.
And then you mix them all together.
Uh-huh.
And then you get the cupcake like pan or something.
Uh-huh.
And then you like oil them with butter.
Uh-huh.
And then you put your cupcakes and bake them.
Ah, wow, nice. Sounds delicious already. I'm already picturing how delicious it would taste. So tell me, where are you? Where is home?
Home is I'm at Kiambu currently.
Oh, you're in Kiambu County. So other than baking, and I understand you do baking for fun, Natalie there, what have you learned? What skill have you learned while you've been home?
When I've been home, the skill that I've learned to how to like read a lot, and I was even told to write a short script about how COVID has affected school.
Wow, you've learned how to write a short script about how COVID has affected us. Thank you very much, Natalie. There now, we are joined by Wayne Joroge. Good morning, Wayne. Wayne Joroge, good morning. Okay. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Tell us, where are you and how old are you?
I'm from Nakuru County and I'm 14 years old.
Nakuru and 14 years old. So what do you do for fun?
I enjoy playing a game called music. And then I enjoy imitating some political leaders, talking like them, like Raila and
No, you need to take that. I didn't quite hear that. Kindly just repeat what you've said.
I enjoy playing mini militia, joining with friends.
The militia game with.
And I enjoy talking like Raila and Ruto.
Wow, you emulate, you mimic Raila and Ruto. Can you give us a sample of that comedy on mimicking them? Pick one. Ebu tusikie, stima imepotea, inakaa ni kama imepotea. Samahani. But we got you. Stima imepotea hapo. Stima imepotea.
Okay, he's still there.
Wayne, but we can still see you. Could you give us just a sneak peek of you mimicking one of those leaders that you have pointed out? You can either pick Raila or Ruto.
There's a problem with it.
Okay, fine. We're having a bit of a problem with power. Now let's cross over Lillian. How are you as Wayne tries to put the situation in order? Lillian, good morning. Lillian, kindly unmute your mic so that we can get to have this conversation. Lillian?
My name is not... Lillian is my mother.
Wow, awesome. So tell us, what's your name?
My name is Cindy Akotoliet. I'm in Homa Bay County.
Homa Bay County. Nice. Kindly zoom out. Nice. Zoom out gradually so that we can see you.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Homa Bay County. How old are you?
Yes. Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
11 years old. So what do you enjoy doing for fun?
I love dancing.
You enjoy dancing?
I enjoy singing.
Singing?
And even I enjoy planting trees. Like Glaveria trees.
Oh, kindly, can you sing so that we hear you? Sing for us a song.
Yes. I want to sing a song called Susanna.
Ah, wow, go ahead.
Oh, Susanna. I see you flexing on the ground with your sponsor. Susanna, I hope you're happy now. I see your changes in color and your hair's longer now. Nakuona Paris, hapo kando ya chimsari, no dizziness, and I see you in London, singing on your bam bam, shaking motor Dr. Gadia, on your worst behavior, Susanna Valdez, St. Jane.
Hello, hello, hello. I know the song and I like it too. Awesome. Standing ovation from us.
Lillian.
That was awesome. That was very well done there. That is Suzanne.
My name is Cynthia Ford, not Cynthia.
Okay.
My name is
Cynthia.
That is nice. That is beautifully done. I also enjoy some Saudi soul music. Thank you for just, it's Entertainment Thursday usually, but now we're talking to you. But now thank you for entertaining us today. And we've had your rendition of Susanna by Saudi Soul. Now Stephen, what do you have up your sleeve this morning? Good morning, Stephen. How are you?
Actually, they're coming from Mbarara, Uganda.
Stephen
is a father.
Stephen Limwa? Aslim. Now can we hear, I understand you're not just even in the country, you are across borders. You are in Uganda. Good morning. Now can we hear, I understand you're not just even in the country, you are in Uganda. Stephen, how are you? We're trying to get Stephen.
No, the children are Timothy and Crystal.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? Hello, Jumbo. I think we're having an issue with our sound. That is Timothy and Kristen. Timothy and Christine, who are from across borders in Mbarara, in Uganda. We're going to be coming back to them as soon as we have the internet stable there.
Yeah.
We have another guest lined up.
Wow.
Wangoi.
My name is...
Hello. We have you? Yes? Good morning, Wangoi.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Tell us what you do for fun.
I like playing the piano and playing games online.
And playing games online. The piano, when did you start playing the piano? At what age?
I started last year.
Last year?
When I was 11 years old.
Wow, so that makes you 12. I mean, the piano, do you have the piano there? Can you play for us something on the piano, on the keyboard this morning?
Yes.
Okay, kindly would want to hear you play.
I'm going to play a song called Ode to Joy.
Okay, Ode to Joy. There you go. Wangoi.
Can I move the camera behind so that we see what she's doing?
Wow, beautiful. Father, Father. I know the beat. I know the beat. That is very nice. That is very interesting.
Thank you.
To say the truth, I don't think I can play any instrument. So you're well ahead of me. The best I can do is whistle, and I don't think that's an instrument. Now, you've heard their team from the various children that you've had. They enjoy playing games, especially online. And we're going to tackle the issue of that exposure to them, especially now during this time. But other than that, we've seen our children have raw talent there.
Actually, there's so much we can learn from the children. I'm also shocked. I'm just shocked at how many scientists we have, artisans we have. We thought we have enough artisans in this country, but actually we don't have.
Yes,
there's a lot of talent in the children. So maybe, and that's why we talked about CBC, that maybe it's going to really help nurture all those talents to bring them up. And every child is just doing it in their own way. And I like it the way it is here. It is so natural. They are just doing it the way they can. And the age, 11, 10, Yeah, it is something to be happy. To me, I'm so happy this morning.
Yes, we have a musician there in, we have a pianist there.
Yeah.
We have someone who's just like,
scientist. I saw the water glass.
Wesley, Wesley is just, want to do farming. We had an artist there. We had actually several artists there. Yeah. So thank you very much for each and every child who has given us their feedback this morning. Remember, we are focusing on children and what they have to say in regard to COVID-19. They've been cooped up at home for a while now, but what is coming out is that we need to support their talent. Now, Timothy, as we come to a close, something has come up from this survey just this morning, the issue on use of online. We are playing games online, but it poses a risk in terms of danger. So as parents, how do we safeguard our children, especially from this negative, effect or the exposure of online use?
I think as parents, what we need to do is that let us not say this is a new thing, we don't know about it. Many parents will say, me, I'm not taking a survey, so let the children do. Even if you ask them, they'll tell you, my phone, my son or my daughter knows more about this phone than you. It should be it should be actually the other way around. That we should also be able to understand technology, be able to move with it, be able to understand the dangers of online. Online abuse is there, and online exploitation actually is also there. So as parents, we need, first of all, to understand and even be able to put some barriers on our phones, even our laptops, which there's this child support knobs where you can be able to block out some sites. Because internet is a very good thing, but it can also be very bad. So as parents, let's not just say, my child knows more than me. You actually need to know more than your child, so that you can guide the child and tell them, these are the good places to go. Don't go in these areas because they have a danger. Because we've had a lot of problem of pedophiles, online pedophiles, where they're able to get up to the children and make children do crazy things in this country. We've had cases where we've had children who have been following some of these people, and some of them have ended up even killing them, even within the country and even outside. So online abuse is real, especially for the children. And we also know that during this COVID time, there's been an increase, because now children have got a lot of time to be on the net, those who have been given phones, those who can get to the laptops, those who have internet in their houses. It has been really a big danger. And that's why we are saying we need to be there for the children, we need to guide them, we need to tell them to only use the internet for their benefit, like to learn on the things the children are saying, learning how to cook, learning how to do science. That's how we can use the internet. Let's not use, on the flip side, be able to also let it be used badly. And one thing is that if they do it in the open, in the sitting room with you, it is better. But if they hide in the bedroom, you actually don't know what they're doing. Because the older children, they might want to hide and go into those funny sites when you are not seeing. So the best thing will be for you to, all of you sit and see what the children
in one
are doing.
place.
Yeah.
So that has been our guest this morning, helping us moderate in this conversation. And this morning we were talking about children. What are they doing for fun during this time of COVID? Remember, they're cooped up with their parents. They've not been attending school for the last 40 plus days. This has been a learning curve especially for parents and also government included, that it's a high time that we supported our children this time. And parents, we've been challenged to take charge of that electronic gadget, may it be a tablet, may it be a cell phone, a smartphone, that you know what your child is doing every time they are online, because we run a risk of exposing our children, especially now in light of increasing, or rather an upward trajectory in as far as pedophilia is concerned and cyberbullying. So learn what, or rather get involved with what your children is doing on that tab, on that cell phone. And we want to say thank you very much to all the children who participated this morning. It has clearly showed us we have a wealth of talent and skill out there. We've had artists, we've had a pianist, we've had a scientist, we also had a musician, we've had a pianist, a chef, we've done baking, and I'm saying that, and we've even had a recipe from one of you. We are going to try to do the vanilla cupcakes. Thank you very much, Natalie, for that particular recipe. We'll be doing this every week to just find out how children are handling this situation of COVID. Remember, government is really putting in tight measures to just flatten the curve and make it safe for you and I. I'm Regina Manyara Gitao, and my guest has been the Executive Director of CARC, that is Timothy Ekesa, saying that we need to do this better. Stay home, stay safe. I'm Regina Manyara Gitao. I hand you over to the rest of my colleagues who are going to continue with this session, rather this programming, as far as Good Morning Kenya is concerned. See you next time.